5 Foot Productions in the building. We here, we live. We in Kenansville, North Carolina. I'm Dr. Terrence Graham. I'm rocking my Tupac, just so y'all can see that. You see Tupac? There you go. I always gotta honor Tupac Shakur, man. We got Clifton Pearsall in the building.
What's
the
up?
Star of 5 Foot Production presents Me Versus Me. How you feeling, man?
Feeling well. And yourself?
Hey, look, we got business to take care of. We got a movie premiere next Saturday, August 22nd, at the Virginia Peninsula Community College in Hampton, Virginia. We got to sell these tickets. We got to get the people in the place to be so they can watch the film Me Versus Me starring Clifton Pearsall.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cliff, you got anything to say to the people?
All I gotta say, I look to see you guys there. Get your tickets now, because it's not gonna last.
They ain't gonna last, man.
I'm telling you, they're not gonna last. So look, come on out. Enjoy yourselves. Bring your family, your loved ones, even your friends. Just come on out, guys, and sit down, relax, and watch a very educational film.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk to Cliff for a minute, man. We're gonna interview Cliff. This is 5 Foot Production presents the Terrence Graham Show. The studio is still not ready. I just left the studio and we got some stuff to do, but it's coming. Trust me. We working on it. It's taking a little longer. We gotta get stuff approved, gotta get stuff inspected, but it's coming. All right. First question, who is Clifton Pearsall?
Well,
Because I'm not gonna read your bio. I want you to tell the people who you are.
Well, some of you guys know me, some of you don't. But for the past 11 years, I've been in the film industry.
What kind of films?
I've done anything from drama, thriller, some comedy, but overall, it's mostly drama, thriller.
What's the top film? And how we get to your movies, man?
You can go to my IMDb.
Okay.
Just Google my name, and it'll show a list of films I've been in. I've been in a total of about 30 films. Most of them in front of the camera, some behind the camera. I've worked doing stand-in work, professional stand-in work. I had the opportunity to work with Morris Chestnut.
How was that? How was working with Morris?
Man, it was amazing. He was a down-to-earth guy.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people will probably think, he has an arrogant attitude, but nah, actually the he's pretty cool.
You get a picture with him?
No, I didn't get an opportunity.
Come on, man. You get a picture with Morris Chestnut?
Hey, man, but I got the opportunity to work with him for about 10 months on the show.
Our kind of people.
Our kind of people. So it's in the credits. It's there. It's gonna be there forever.
How does one from Magnolia, Clifton Pearsall, how do you get into film school? What was the process for you to say, hey, I want to be an actor? I'm from Magnolia, North Carolina. At what age did you start this process?
Man, I was about 41.
So at 41 years old, what was your thought process? And just help me understand how you get an agent and what's the process getting to film school?
It was something I always wanted to do, is to get into in the industry.
What kind of industry?
The film industry.
Mm.
Ever since I was a kid, I always told myself I was gonna be on TV.
America Most Wanted.
Not that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I ended up doing some background work.
Okay.
A buddy of mine introduced me to some background work, and I was able to get on the show, do some background, and started watching how the A-list actors was doing what they was doing.
Okay.
And got the opportunity to have a sit down with one, and it gave me the route to take. So I followed that advice, started going to classes, taking classes, and doing different workshops, just learning the things that need to be done in order to make it in the industry. So I took it upon myself to and with the help of my wife,
Okay.
to help pay for classes and.
How much do classes normally cost?
Normally the classes is somewhere around $175 to on up to like $400 or $500 a month.
Oh wow.
So.
How many classes do you normally take?
It's like a session of 4 classes in a month.
Okay.
Once a week. So, and it all starts out in different stages.
What do you learn about yourself when you're starting something new at 41, 42 years old, and you say, hey man, I'm inspired, I always wanted to do this as a kid. What's your thought process going into the process? What's the mindset?
Am I gonna be successful at it?
Okay.
That's the scary part.
Okay.
But you're only successful as the work you put in.
Okay.
So my thing is that if you put it in, you're gonna get some results. It doesn't happen overnight. But you just gotta keep, the consistency of the drive.
What drives Clifton Pearsall? What drives you now? How old are you now?
I'm 52.
52 years old. So you've been in the film industry 11 years. What drives you at this point?
The competitiveness. I love to compete against myself. I love to tell myself that, hey,
Me versus me.
Me versus me. I love to tell myself that I can do this. There's nothing that I can't do that I don't put my mind to set to do. So each time I've accomplished my goal, I told myself, hey, it's that easy. All it takes is hard work, dedication.
Okay.
And so
your moniker is Dreams to Reality. Explain that.
Dreams to reality. Dreams to reality is what I live now, because I dream to become an actor, to become a person that the world can see, and it happened.
Do you think becoming an actor has changed your perception in your community? Has it changed your perception from your past?
Well, it most definitely changed my perception of my past.
Explain.
Because of the simple fact, the path that I'm moving on now is very positive. Not that it was a negative,
right.
Not that it was a negative past that I had, but it's just I'm moving on a positive level now. So I look at things different. I don't react to the things I see,
right,
or to the things that I'm approached with. I take the time to digest every situation to see what can be done to fix the situation, to help make whatever someone else's issue is better.
How has your faith in God changed your perception of yourself, and how has your faith in God guided you through this industry?
Oh man, without the grace of God, man, there's no telling probably where my career probably would have ended up at. I would have given up a long time ago.
Facts.
And probably resulted to doing some things that would have actually cost me, probably cost my freedom, or you just never know, and a person can't never say what they will and won't do when you put in a vulnerable situation. But let's just say this: you keep God first, and it's always gonna be the right decision that you make, because you don't want to take a short-term decision. It's gonna give you a lifetime of pain. So it's always good to think about things first, analyze the situation, and then move forward.
I like that, moving forward. So Cliff and I, we grew up together. Cliff's mother lived across the street from my grandmother. So I've been knowing Cliff ever since he was a baby. So I've been knowing Cliff all his 52 years of his life. And Clifton Pearsall has looked out for me like no other person has in my lifetime. Cliff literally gave the shirt off his back to me. Cliff has done things for me that I cannot explain to this on this platform. Cliff has taken care of me through thick and thin. When I was struggling financially, Cliff was there. When I graduated from college and I couldn't find a job, Clifton Pearsall would pick me up every morning and take me to Raleigh, Fayetteville, Greensboro, Durham, and back to Magnolia every time I had an interview. This is an actual fact. Cliff said, don't worry about gas. I got you. Dude, I don't want you to stay down here. You got a college degree. I'm going to help you find a job. This man did this every week. Every week. When he got off work, he said, hey, man, drive my car, put some gas in it. He gave me money to put gas in the car. He said, yo, man, we going to Raleigh and fill out these applications. And back then, you had to physically go to the place and fill out the applications. So I owe this man so much. And when I had the opportunity to do a movie, and so Cliff, tell me about that day, about how we came up with Me Versus Me.
We was over at Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue.
That's right.
A place I knew I shouldn't be. Cheating to die.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Fried chicken. You know what I'm saying?
No shrimp. And so I pulled up and was at the drive-thru, and it was coincidental that we saw each other that particular day.
Yeah. And
I had no idea that was you because it was a vehicle that I didn't recognize.
Right.
I got so many. But, I heard somebody call my name.
I said, yo, Cliff.
I know that voice. I told my wife, I said, I know that voice. But anyway, as we got our food, we pulled up, proceeded to go to the parking spot, and got out. And here this guy go. And we talked about it.
Yeah.
And we put that thing in motion in what? In a couple weeks.
Yeah.
In about a couple weeks.
I told Cliff, what you want to do? He said, I want to work with you. I said, hey, man, I want you to be the feature. I want you to be a star of my next film. And I said, give me a call. And you know how people do, man. Yeah, I'm going to call you, blah, blah, blah. They shoot you the shit, right? They were like, yeah, I'm going to call you. But nah. Cliff called. I said, hey, man, what you want to do? He said, man, you know, you do docu-films, man. You know, can you do a feature film? I said, well, let's do this. Since you the actor, we can do both. We'll merge it. Docu-film, right? We'll shoot it like a documentary, but then it'll be a feature film. Some of the concepts I came up with. I said, Cliff, how do you feel about playing a soldier? You know, playing a Gulf War vet. I said, and I asked him, I said, do you have you ever played a military guy, whatever? So I said, I'm gonna write the script based on my life story, but you're gonna play a soldier that was in my unit, 315 Quartermaster, and you're gonna be a Gulf War vet. He said, let's do it. That's the only thing is you gotta come to Virginia and we gotta shoot it. We're gonna shoot all this stuff in one day. And Cliff called, he said, man, I'm on my way. I said, let's do it. And the rest is history. You see the movie poster right there. Boom. And then we got a movie premiere August 22nd, next Saturday. Red carpet, 5 to 6:30. Movie starts at 7 at Virginia Peninsula Community College, and we did it. So Cliff.
In the Hamptons, baby.
Yeah.
In the Hamptons.
Hampton, Virginia. So Cliff.
Yeah.
Tell me about how you felt filming this movie, and you get ready to be the face of PTSD. Talk to me.
It's still surreal right now, though, at the moment, and but my thought on this, man, is, and I have the heart, you know, to help people.
Right.
Whether it's monetary or whether it's the fact that, you know, I could just give somebody some good advice.
Facts.
And, you know, sometimes when you've been through some things in your life, people will maybe scratch your advice. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the best teacher is a lesson.
Right.
You know, so at the end of the day, an experience, when you experience something in life, that's really the best teacher that you can possibly, you know, you can have.
Tell me about range of emotions, because in this movie, you went through a lot. It was a lot of, because again, you and I, we talked about how we're going to do these scenes, because again, you're the actor in the film. Tell me about the range of emotions going from sad, depression, suicidal, then happy, then confused, then withdrawn, and then back to suicidal, playing alcoholic when you don't drink. That was one of the conflicts in the film. Cliff's like, I don't drink. Like, man, you better drink something. Tea, water, wine, something. Tell me about that, the range of emotions.
Oh man, the range of emotions, man. That's something that you have to really train. It's nothing that you can just turn on and turn off.
Okay.
But you gotta really be trained and know how to. But I honestly say in one of those scenes in the bathroom
Scene, that's the money shot.
Oh man.
That's the trailer.
That actual scene, right there, it put me in a place that it really put me in a place that I now understand what it's like for someone to be dealing with mental illness, because I was trapped. And it's a good thing that you are the person that you are for as therapist, because you had to talk me out of that.
Yes.
I was stuck. I was really stuck in emotions, and I felt it, and I was like, hey, I'm in a place like, where am I? I'm asking myself, like, where am I at?
Yeah, what am I doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Which it was scary.
Yeah, and I saw the fear in his face, and I was like, hey man, Cliff, I need you to put that barrel in your mouth. And he said, I'm not doing it. And I'm like, man, it's cleared. I cleared the weapon and everything, but to see the fear and anxiety in his eyes, but that's what I was looking for. Because again, when you're suicidal and when you're thinking about suicide, you're not thinking clearly. You have an irrational thinking. And Cliff went through those emotions. You can see his brain working like, man, what am I doing? I'm in the shower. This dude got a gun in my mouth, but it came out so perfect, because that's the range of emotion. That's what I was looking for. But Cliff couldn't get out of that character, because we had to go to the next scene. He was stuck. So to see him go through that, I said, hey man, this is why I say, hey, when you say you can do something, but when you actually do it, it scares you. And you can see the fear in his eyes, like, man, damn, man, I didn't know I can tap into these emotions like that. So with that being said, Cliff, tell me about the scene when you were with the spiritual counselor in the film. You went through another range of emotions that evening, or that day. Tell me about that.
Well, I was like with that, I was pretty much rebellious.
Okay.
To the fact that someone spiritual was trying to help me in a situation that
she was trying to lay hands on. She was trying to save him. She was trying to get them demons out of him, them liquor demons.
And with the playing that character and playing those emotions, it was like there's nothing she can say.
Gotcha.
Or there's nothing that I'm gonna believe that's gonna change my emotions and my thoughts, because the only thing I trusted and believed in was alcohol.
Right.
Because me personally, I was watering down my addiction, the things I was going through. So that's where I found my comfort at, in drinking.
What was your favorite scene in the movie?
Oh man, my favorite scene in the movie, I really can't say I have a favorite, but I have a heartfelt.
Which scene is that? What scene is that?
That's the scene with me and you when we was shooting pool.
That was the best scene to me.
Yeah.
That's the
scene,
pool scene in the film. Yo, that brought back so many memories.
Yeah.
Man, it was just like we was back in Magnolia, just like we was childhood. It brought me back to my childhood. So when I thought about the scene, I said, hey man, I just want to kick it like two friends kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, whenever you're suicidal or you contemplating suicide, you're actually saying goodbye. So what Cliff was doing in the film, he was telling everybody goodbye. So that scene was heartfelt to me because that's the last time I was going to see him. And we were shooting pool, we was talking about life, and Cliff was talking about, you know, he was going to make a change and that everything that wasn't working, he wanted to work, but he was battling within, me versus me. So yes, the pool scene was great. Yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes in the film. So, me versus me. So let's back up for a moment. Why didn't you join the military? Because all of us went in the military. Me, Mike, Glenn, who else? John Neal, all of us joined the military. Why didn't you join the military?
I mean,
And all your uncles was in the military.
Yeah.
So
true that.
why didn't you join the military?
I mean, it was one of the things that was on the list.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you get introduced to other things at an early age,
Right.
sometimes you think that's the right choice,
Facts.
and you don't exactly see the type of consequences that come with certain actions.
I agree.
So at that time, I was like, hey man, I ain't thinking about no military. You know, what is the military gonna do for me? But it could have done a lot for me, you know. And I thank God for the guys that served in our country. You know, my hat goes off to them. You know, nothing against these guys, nothing but great appreciation. To take the time to go, with, you know, just as yourself, to go over there and defend the country so that we can be safe. So like I said, once again, it's an honor to be able to be sitting here in front of you, you know, and it means a lot to me that I have a genuine friend as yourself. So,
Cliff, you got any regrets? Any regrets? I'm talking about, look, man, any regrets in your past life? Any regrets if you could have done anything different? Just think about it, man. At 52 years old, you now you can reflect back and say, hey, man, there was a point in my life I should have did this. I should have went left when I should have went right. Or I should have went right when I started to go left. Well, it was a pivotal point in your life you say, hey, man, I regret those decisions.
to be honest, I don't.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I wouldn't be where I'm at today
I agree.
if I hadn't have took that route. And sometimes it happens, man. You know, bad things happen to good people. So I wouldn't have the boys. I wouldn't have the wife I got.
Okay.
The grandkids I have. With, you know, the family and friends that I have also. So yeah, man. I mean, I don't have any regrets. Trust and believe. They say don't look back. But a lot of times I look back at certain situations. Sometimes that's motivation.
Okay.
It helps motivate you to strive and go hard. So yeah.
So what's next for Cliff? I know we got the red carpet premiere August 22nd, next Saturday, 5 o'clock to 6:30 p.m. Red carpet premiere. Movie starts at 7. Me versus Me, starring Clifton Pearsall. But after this, because we going on tour, so we're going on this movie tour with Me versus Me and him. We going on this tour again. What's next for you?
Oh man, what's next for me?
What's next?
Whatever my agent seeing my way, that's what I'm just gonna go hard.
Okay.
And just continue to to have an everyday life that I have, So I don't know. It's whatever, man. It's not any road.
Okay.
But
What does stardom look like for you? I mean, we're older. I'm 56, you 52. We're late bloomers, right? What was stardom look like now at 52 years old? What does that look like?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Talk to me, man.
I enjoy what I do. I really have a passion for the things I do,
Mm-hmm.
and I honestly say that I get quite a bit of support from the locals.
What's a local?
I mean, from the local areas here.
Duplin County.
From the local area.
Duplin County.
Well, Duplin.
Okay.
And I got fans in the surrounding counties as well,
Okay.
because I've worked with a lot of people
Right.
within my county,
Okay.
within the surrounding counties. Joshua Shipman, Nelson Davis, Jermaine Sledge, Amber Barnes. I work with so many different people, man. And so it's all about supporting one another, because you don't have to be in LA.
Right.
You don't have to be in Chicago. You don't have to be over here. I mean, we pretty much all do the same thing. It's just like sometimes some people don't take the things you do serious because they feel like they got access to you. Because, well, I see him every day. But, I mean, I can move to LA. Those same people can see me every day. But does that mean I'm not doing the proper things that, you know, the average person in Atlanta is doing?
Right.
We all does the same thing. Some do more, some do less. But it's all the same, regardless of where you at. It doesn't matter. You can be, I'm here, but my mind is somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me.
Now, speaking of your mind being somewhere else, there's a rumor that you don't fly. Is that true?
Yeah, man, I don't like flying.
See?
I've flown one time.
Where'd you go?
I flew Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
So, okay, now, listen to what he's saying now. Because this is the fear. That's his anxiety. He's gonna have to get over the fear of flying. Because Cliff is missing out on opportunities. Because again, if an opportunity's in LA, he's gonna turn it down because he don't want to fly. But
I don't know now.
okay, so let's talk about that. The fear of flying and missing out on opportunities, because again, you're staying local. Mm-hmm. But I think after this film is released, you're going to have some opportunities, because already I had 2 individuals reach out and say, hey, they want to show the movie in New York. I know you're not going to drive to New York. You're going to have to fly there. There was an opportunity for them to show the movie in LA. And I want you to assist me, come with me. So tell me, how are we going to get over that hurdle?
Hey, man, listen. You're just going to have to do it.
You just going to have to do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
So,
Cliff, now I'm gonna pivot back again. Why was education a pivotal point in your childhood growing up? Tell me about how you value education, or the lack of education. Has that been a difference in your life?
Nah, man, I'm very educated. I went all the way through.
So
I just didn't choose to go to college.
Tell me why you didn't want to go to college. Why didn't you go to college?
To be honest, man, I wanted to do the 12 years in school and just be, you know,
Kindergarten through 12th grade.
Yeah, just be done with it. You know, I honestly say I didn't really like it, but
you didn't like high school.
Nah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
tell me why you didn't like high school.
I had a real issue with
authority.
People.
I knew it.
People telling, you know what I mean?
You don't like people telling what to do.
I had a real problem with that, man, and so, but I had to learn throughout the years. I was young. I mean, of course. And it's like, when you don't know, you don't know. Mm-hmm. So I had to learn to the growth. And I see the elevation, the growth within myself, and how the outlook on life is different, you know, especially this day and time, man, because we wasn't showed a lot. We only knew how to work. Mm-hmm. You know, when I would come in from school, I had to go do chores before I was able to do my homework. Mm-hmm. And that was, you know, my granddaddy. You know, he was, hey, you're going to do this, you're going to do this.
I remember your grandfather,
And so you done those things without no hesitation, without no second thought, no nothing. You just did what you was asked to do.
Now, as far as your children, are you encouraging them to go to college and go further their education after high school?
Yeah. I got 2 boys.
Okay.
My oldest son,
And he's a football player, right?
my baby boy.
Your baby boy, okay.
Yeah, baby boy. And he's looking into doing college or the military.
Okay.
But I think he's leaning more towards the college because, he's football free. He loves football.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's getting a taste of that world. So I'm kind of keeping him grounded
Okay.
around, things that's going to get him to the next level. My oldest son, he was thinking of the military as well. And I told him, I said, hey, you still got 35 years old. Still can keep things off. It's never too late. It's just never too late.
35 years old, you're not getting in today's military.
Well, he's not there.
How old is he?
He's only 29.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pushing it, man. He gonna do something. Yeah, he gonna do something.
So yeah, yes, like I told him, there's still opportunities out there. It's just set your mind, go for it. Set goals.
All right, Cliff. So tell your public, your fans, how to get in contact with you, and let them know what we got going on August 22nd.
You can find me on Facebook, Clifton Pearsall. You can find me on IG at I am Clifton Pearsall. August 22nd, next Saturday, the doors open at the Virginia Peninsula Community College from 5 to 5:30. No, 5 to 6:30. I took a little bit away from you. I'm gonna give you an extra hour. 5 to 6:30. Red carpet. You get the opportunity to take some photos.
Interviews. Meet and greet. VIP.
All that good stuff. Get you warmed up for that 7 o'clock theater.
Yeah, 7 o'clock show. Me versus me. Cliff is again playing a soldier from the Gulf War, dealing with PTSD, addiction, suicide ideations, depression. It's a heavy film. It's dealing with a lot of trauma. I appreciate Cliff stepping up and playing this character. This is a life-changing film. This is probably my best film, my biggest film. I'm looking forward to it. Again, Cliff, he has done a great thing, people. He has done a great thing. This film embodies Duplin County, Magnolia, North Carolina. We grew up together. And to see us work together at this age, and we work very well together, Cliff is, hey, look, after this film, I hope it's a game changer in his career. I want him to see him do more projects solo, right? Hey, I might write another movie for him, who knows? But it's 5 Foot Productions in the building, baby. We are here live in Kenansville, North Carolina. Hey, we're at my mom's house. She might be over there ear hustling or she might be asleep, but I do know this. It was 90 degrees in here when I came in here, and I told her, you got to put the AC on, man. What's up? What you got going on, Mom? My mom just said it was a lie. Yeah. But we are, hey, look. My mom, Mom, you want to get on this camera real quick before you say goodbye? She said, no. Get out my house. So look, we get ready to get out of here. 5 Foot Productions in the building. I tell you what, man, this is a great film. My movies like to educate, inspire, motivate individuals to be great. Hey, I got my man with me today. We will see you next week. We're going to have a lot of pictures uploaded. We're going to be on Facebook Live. We're going to do it all. Hey, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Foot Productions out. Thank you.
Peace.